What's good, YouTube? In this video, we're going to be talking about how to rank up to Masters in Season 12 in the Battle Royale. Now, in this video, I have 23 tips, and if y'all don't know me, I play both the Battle Royale and Arenas. In BR, I've hit Masters multiple times, 8 times to be exact. So I wanted to make this video to give you guys tips and tricks, advice on how you can rank up to Masters. There's still 30 plus days left. If you're watching this video on the day it came out, there's still a lot of time to get to Masters in this split if you haven't yet. This video should help you guys if you guys are struggling, or maybe just it's that video that could just get you over that hump just a little bit. So to start off with this video, we're going to be talking about the first tip, and that's to 3-stack or at least duo stack, right? 3-stacking is the best. Grab 2 friends or 2 people you could trust, 3-stack that rank session. Also, if you don't have 2 people, at least try to get 1 so that maybe you and your teammate can guide your random and you guys can do the game plan that you guys want to do. So 3-stacking is key. If not, at least duo stack. The second thing we're going to be talking about is picking your legends. Now, I'm not gonna say which legend is the best or whatever when it comes to BR, but when you're choosing your legends, use the legends that are going to complement not only yourself but your teammate. For instance, in this video, I played Loba, and I played Loba this majority of this split for Olympus ranked and Loba is key because it helps you and your team get all the loot that you guys want. And to be honest with you, you guys don't have to move, you guys don't have to get out of position, you guys can grab all the loot, and she's clutch when it comes to the end game with shield swaps and stuff like that. So me personally, I was playing a lot of Loba, but just use a legend that's going to complement your team. Third thing, when you were talking about the drop ship, when you're about to drop, make sure you look around and you see who's around you when it comes to the enemies. If there's nobody, definitely you and your teammates need to split off so you guys could grab loot faster in that area that you're landing. But the main thing is to make sure you're looking around and you guys don't get surprised if there is an enemy landing near you. Now, the fourth thing that I want to say is it's probably best to land by yourself so you and your teammates can be looted up. To me, I think that's key when it comes to Battle Royale. I know some people do like to land with another team so you guys can have a 50-50 chance when it comes to winning that battle, but it's key, and I feel like it's best to land by yourself. You guys get looted so you guys don't have to rely on the RNG. Now, fifth tip that we have is get your guns, right? Use the guns as much as possible. Your favorite guns, try to look for your favorite guns as much as possible, or at least the guns that you can rely on. So get your guns. The sixth thing is be aware of your shield. It's very difficult to go into fights when you have white body shield, or if you're going to go against the enemies and you know that all 3 of them have purples or whatever, or reds, and you and your teammates have blue and whites. Make sure you're aware of your shields, because if you have white shields, you'll definitely get clipped easily. Seventh tip we have is to be patient and do not force anything. If you probably have to force something, it's probably not going to be a good thing. So just be patient, let the game come to you. Do not force anything. Majority of the time when you're forcing something, whether you're trying to force yourself into rotation or into a gunfight, it's probably not going to end up good. So just be patient. The eighth tip that we have is third party. This comes with being patient. It's best to probably third party a fight. Third partying is gonna help you guys out a lot, so it'll make the fights easier for you guys. But just know that with the ninth tip, we have play your life and do not get knocked. When you're third partying, you want to go in there third party, but when you're thirding, don't get knocked. And this is the same if you are in a 3v3 fight, you and your teammates against another team. Just know that there is a potential third party coming on the way. So the worst thing you could do is get knocked. Even if it's a 3v3, because like I said, there's going to be a third party on the way. So play your life, make sure you stay up, help your teammates as much as possible, and do not get knocked. The 10th tip that we have is communication. And when you communicate, you could do this through the mic while talking, or you could do it at least through pinging through the ping system. Talking and the ping system is going to help you and your teammates out a lot. It's going to let them know, have an understanding on what you want to do, where you want to go. Do you want to take a fight? Do you want to defend an area? So take advantage of the ping system in Apex, or best thing you could do is talk on the mic. The 11th tip is very similar to our first tip, but the 11th tip we have is have your whole team play on the same page. Meaning, if it's best that you and your teammates are on, a similar play style. The worst thing you could have is, one teammate is very aggressive and the other teammate's very passive, because this will have a conflict with you guys. Just make sure that you and your teammates are all on the same page when it comes to ranking up, and either play style is good, but just make sure that you and your teammates all have similar play styles. The 12th tip that we have is crafting battery. Now, it's very good to land near crafting, and the reason being is because you want to, like I said, get looted. Shield batteries are key. It's the best healing item you can have in your inventory. So craft materials so you can grab shield bats as much as possible. The 13th tip, grabbing heat shields and mobile respawn beacon. Heat shields and mobile, if you guys could have one of each, for the team. So there's 3 of you guys, one person grabs heat shields, one person grabs mobiles. You never know when you guys are going to need them. Majority of the time we're not going to use them in the game, but when you do need them, it's the worst when you don't have them available on you. So make sure you grab them. They have their own slot, they have their own inventory slot, so it's not like you're taking space out your bag. So grab a heat shield or grab a mobile, and communicate that with your teammates on which one you have, so the other one can grab the other one. The 14th tip that we have is on mid game, play positioning. If we're towards the middle of the game, and especially towards the end of the game, make sure you and your teammates are in great position when it comes to ranking up. Whether or not you guys have KP in the beginning of the game, if it's mid game, make sure you guys are settled, because majority of the time these are when fights are getting thirded the most. The 15th tip that we have is to make sure you team shoot the enemies, right? This is the point of playing as a team and being 3 stacked or at least duo stacked. This is going to help you and your teammates grab as much KP as possible as a team. You guys are going to team shoot people, so not only are you guys grabbing KP for all of you guys, but you guys are also going to delete the enemies easily by 3-2-1ing the enemies. The 16th tip that we have is to take height. If you guys can position yourself to taking height, this is going to help you guys out so much. Height is key. I think the best height spot when it comes to Olympus rank is on the waterfall. There's so many circles that end on that area, and when it comes to the waterfall, that's the best position when it comes to height. Now just understand that you can definitely get focused on when you're up there, but if you guys can grab that height and hold it down, it's definitely going to be good. The 17th tip that it comes to ranking up to masters and rank is to do your best to remember zones. Every time you play a rank game, always remember the zones, what the zones look like, what the zones end like. The reason being is because it's going to help you out for the future game, and this will help your memory so you guys can understand where to position yourself on the next games. Now the 18th tip I want to say is to have a rotation character. The reason why you want to have a rotation character is because you guys may need this person to help you rotate. Sometimes you guys could be in a sticky situation, and having a rotational character like a Valkyrie, a Wraith, or an Octane, or even an Ashe, all their abilities are going to help you with rotating you and your teammates. So having one of those on the team is going to help out so much. Now the 19th tip that we have is very similar to the last tip, but instead of a rotation character, it's also good to pair that character with a beacon character. It's always good to have a beacon character because he can hit the beacon, and these characters are characters like Pathfinder, Bloodhound, Seer, Crypto, and that should be it. I Oh, and Valkyrie can also hit the beacon as well. So have one of these characters on the team as well. It's going to help you guys out a lot. Now the 20th tip that we have is to try and land at the same spot as much as possible every game. The reason why you want to do that is because it's going to help you guys with your team chemistry, how you guys play the game, you know, your rotations and just stuff like that. Just little things like that. Landing at the same spots are going to help you guys out a lot. And even in the future games where maybe a team lands on you, you guys are prepared to take on that team because you guys land there all the time. The 21st tip that we have is towards the end game, make sure you're aware of how many players and how many teams are alive. If there's 11 people alive and let's say 4 squads, then that usually means that there's 3 full squads and 1 squad that's a duo. If there's 10 squads, then there's 4 teams left. That means that there's a solo out there and 3 full teams. You know, things like that. Be aware of that so that you know how many people are on a team. Now the 22nd tip that we have is that when you're in the end game, do not be in the middle of the 3 teams, meaning do not be sandwiched. Try to play the edge. You know, you want to have the other teams fight so you can third it. You don't want to be in the middle because then it's gonna put you guys in a horrible position. But if you guys are in the middle, then maybe it would be best if you were a Caustic team or a Watson team. And the 23rd tip that we have is simply to watch YouTube videos on how to rank up. Watching streams, watching YouTube videos is going to help out a lot because it's going to help you guys see gameplay on how to, you know, rank up, you know, watching gameplay. And then it's also, you're going to hear advice from other people. So watching YouTube videos and watching streams is going to help out a lot. But these are the 23 tips that I have for you on how to rank up to Masters. These tips should help out a lot. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.